Hi everyone, Dynamite_41 here. I love to speak my opinions on the market and just opinions in general. So don't take everything I say as financial advice and take it all with a grain of salt. So let's go ahead and begin the video. I was waiting on Sam to jump onto my lap, but I guess he wants to wait around for a bit on that. So let's talk about the price of GameStop as far as today goes. So I didn't look at the price at all, the action of the price today. I was pretty busy with work, but as you can see, we went up to like 1457 at 7:20 a.m. and we pretty much were flat for the rest of the day and closed off around what did we close off around at 1410, and we're just kind of at that range at the moment after hours, of course. So how do I feel about the price action for GameStop? I mean, so look at this. This is the downward trend that we've been on since the beginning of the year, and we've just slowly been going down on it. I actually am going to update it right now. So I think this is a downward trend that I'm currently so I was here, but then we broke out of it, but we're just kind of like flatlining out. And as you can see, we're bouncing pretty well within my lines of $15 support or $15 resistance line plus the $14.03 support line. Now, do I see us breaking below, maybe tapping that 1361 support line that I have right here? Absolutely. I could see that happening next week when stocks start to sell off. I mean, stocks were selling off a lot today. Leading stocks saw all-time highs after all-time highs and went parabolic. And layoffs have been announced by lots of companies for the past couple weeks as well. And companies, I believe, are doing share buybacks from what I've heard. Inflation is still a thing, so we always got to keep the inflation part in mind. And the election, the presidential election, is this year, and it's coming up, a couple months. And it's pretty, as far as like all the surroundings of the markets, surroundings of GameStop and everything else, in the midst of all of this, how do I feel about GameStop as a stock, as a company? I feel great about it. Ryan Cohen, the CEO, has a $0 salary in these hard times of inflation when everything is expensive, interest rates are high, and he has a $0 salary. He's buying into his own company, GameStop, because he trusts the process and believes in himself. He believes in the fundamentals of the company. He believes in the turnaround of the company. And, as the SG&A has been going down over the quarters leading up to this very given moment, which I still think it could possibly go down a little more, we've been seeing the profit margins go higher as the time went by with all of the fat trimming within the company as far as getting the private equity out of it, as far as closing down the stores that didn't have as much foot traffic, but the leases were up. So it's not like we broke leases. Breaking leases is very expensive. Leases were up. So that means we're just getting rid of them and not having to pay more money. I think we only have a $50 million COVID French loan, but we also have about $1.3 billion in cash and cash reserves, or cash equivalents, if you will. And I'm totally okay with that, but on top of that, the company is doing well. They have a strong following of GameStop investors, including myself, GameStop retail traders, apes, people on Reddit, people that watch the YouTube videos. There is a whole lot of GameStop people, and they ain't going away. And on top of that, there's a lot of people that shop at GameStop, like for video games, for toys, for merchandise, computers, accessories, controllers, devices, cell phones, trade-ins, everything, all that good stuff. There's people out there that do all of that with GameStop, but don't actually heavily invest into the stock like me or others do. And I think it's just says a lot to me. Best Buy no longer sells physical copies of games, so we're gonna get a little more foot traffic at GameStop. I don't know how true that is statistically, but regardless, I am optimistic about the future of GameStop. And as I said, it's looking great on the balance sheets, on the charts. I mean, if we zoom out on the weekly chart, this is my bullish flag that I've made since the beginning of time on my YouTube channel. I'm sure that for the ones that have been here for the longest time know what's up on this one. So as I zoom in here, it's not quite really validated right here, but then again, it's still following this trend, so I still feel like it is gonna, go on that upward path. Or if we continue to break down below, I could see us breaking out of this downward pennant, if you will. I believe that's what it's called. Bullish pennant. So, regardless of that, I'm in this for the long haul. I am a GameStop investor. I buy at least one share a day. I'm only telling y'all what I do. I am simply not telling y'all what to do. That's just what I do. And some days when I get my commission checks and my overtime checks, maybe I'll go a little crazy and buy 2 shares. Who knows? But regardless of that, all of the FUD out there, all of the stuff about GameStop coin, all of the naysayers, all of the people trying to compare AMC to GameStop, saying they're the GameStop, it's all a bunch of bullshit. Don't listen to any of that stuff out there at all because it's simply not true at all. I just had to let that out there because it's still an ongoing thing on Twitter, on mainstream media, on YouTube. There's a lot of these GameStop crypto GME coin YouTubers pumping out GME coin. It makes me sick to my stomach. But regardless of that, I might just take it out on them with those who is that AMC YouTube videos edition, special edition GME coin pumpers. But like I said, it's been busy for me. It's been a lot for me. Work, real estate classes, and just like personal stuff in my life and just everything. But we maintain. I maintain. That's all you got to do is maintain. Time is on your side. Do not rush anything. Like I heavily emphasize this to everyone. And by the way, I'm done talking about GameStop. I just want to wrap up this video now. GameStop is the best stock. I'm always going to continue buying it until the day of dawn or until shit starts to go south. And I will announce the shit when it goes south. And I will let y'all know. But regardless of that, back to it. Just make sure you utilize your time well. You only have so much time on this earth. And I know you have a lot of time, but don't get too pressured by having a limited amount of time. Just don't drag it out for too long. Don't sit in the same spot. Don't be stagnant. Just like try to keep yourself busy, but don't overwork yourself. You also deserve to treat yourself. You also deserve to give yourself some time off in a way to decompress from all of the hard work you put in and stuff. And then get right back to it like nothing ever happened 2 times harder, and then boom, make shit happen. But I really encourage y'all to do well with your time and make sure you make the best out of it, have the best people surrounded by you, and make sure you're making the right decisions for yourself. You're going to do really great. You're already doing well. You're going to do great in the future. And on that note, I leave y'all off with that. I love y'all to death. I hope to see y'all soon in the future. I will see y'all soon in the future. Probably not tomorrow, but soon. Love y'all. GameStop to the moon. And that's pretty much that. Peace out, y'all. Have a good weekend and be safe.